Today's podcast is brought to you by Omega Disaster Restoration, located in Campbell County, Virginia. Omega specializes in water, fire, and smoke damage restoration, as well as mold remediation. Their region includes Central and Southwest Virginia, which spans a vast service area from Blacksburg to Charlottesville and Stanton to Danville.
In addition to disaster restoration and full-service reconstruction and remodeling, Omega is proud to offer custom all-wood cabinets through their Hanover Woodworking Studio, custom countertops via their Top Solution Studio, and dumpster services through Old Dominion Dumpsters, all part of the Omega family of brands. A beautiful showroom is currently under construction at their Exchange Drive location and will be soon open to the public, showcasing their diverse offering.
Customers can call 434-616-4659 for emergency assistance with water, fire, smoke damage, or mold remediation needs. Omega provides 24/7 emergency response, ensuring that help is always available. Locally owned and not a franchise, Omega is your first and last call in any emergency, restoring your home or business from beginning to end. For more information about Omega Disaster Restoration and their comprehensive services, please visit omegadisasterrestoration.com/VA/Lynchburg.
Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM, you're listening to Talk Local to Me, brought to you by the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Hello and welcome to Talk Local to Me for what I'm sure will be a great show. I have, my name is Mike Norfield. I'm the director and owner of Visiting Angels of Lynchburg, America's Choice in Home Care. And with me today, I have the wonderful Jennifer Adamczak from Hilton Garden Inn and Homewood Suites in Lynchburg. How are you today, Jennifer?
Hi, Mike. I'm awesome. I'm excited to be back.
Yes, we have some events going on today that pulled Heather out of the studio. So we're going to have fun without her being here. And she can't stop us from saying anything silly.
No, she cannot. And she needs to look out.
She
We're in
does.
double trouble.
She does. When you put Jennifer and I together, we have a lot of fun and sometimes we cause mischief. That's unofficial. Do not. Woody, can you edit that out? Yeah. Wait, it's live.
Too late.
Too late. So it's a wonderful Wednesday here in Bedford. And we're going to talk to you today about a couple, I just got a text message that says, I can if I want to. So so apparently Heather's listening. So that's good. That means she will know in real time when we're talking smack about her. So.
Yes, she'll be very aware.
Yes, we have some wonderful events coming up with the Central Virginia Business Coalition. So I'm going to talk about a few of those first. So March 13th from 5:30 to 7, we have a business off the clock. So think of it like a coffee talk after hours, right? So instead of coffee, it's not coffee.
Not coffee.
Who knows what it'll be. So, and ironically, that's at Mission House Coffee in Cornerstone. So there probably will be coffee involved. So that'll be great. We can't wait to see Woody there because he doesn't like early mornings, but we know he's up at 5:30 in the evening. So
I'm always up.
Yeah. So Mission House Coffee in Cornerstone, it's a great location. They've got some great desserts and different things like that. They may have miscalculated and named one after Heather. And I haven't actually tried one of those. Have you tried an Alto yet?
I have not tried it yet, but I did see a picture and it looks quite.
It does. It looks good. It's like it's fancy.
It is fancy.
So.
She deserves fancy.
Does she?
I think she does.
Okay. I see where you stand on this. So, all right. And then March 20th from 8:30 in the morning to 10 a.m., we've got the Alta Vista Coffee Talk. Again, that's floating. So if you can't make it at 8:30 and you're like, I can't get there till 9, come on at 9 o'clock. It's a lot of fun. I went to the last one in Alta Vista and it was a great group of people. And we were at the Sparks Innovation Center. And it was great to learn about that a little bit more. And they have like 3D printers and laser engravers. And
it's an amazing operation.
It is. And the coffee talk on March 20th will be at Stacy Angel Real Estate in Alta Vista. So come on out to that event. It's going to be a great time. Meet a lot of nice people. And I might be there too. And it's a great group of people. It's great work to network and get to know your people. And if you don't do business in Alta Vista, it's a great way to kind of learn about more businesses that are there that may meet a need that you have either for your business or personally. So That's great as well. We have another business off the clock, March 25th from 4 to 6. It's a Shamrock Social at Appomattox Inn and Suites, which is a beautiful facility and lots of nice people there. Dana's great out there. So
she is fabulous.
Yes.
And it will be a lovely event. They do a wonderful job.
It will. And I'm excited for these like afternoon, like kind of business off the clock excuse to get out of work a little early and kind of network, when we're fully awake and not requiring as much coffee. So
exactly. And now that spring fever is hit, it'll be
yes. And
nice.
Can we talk about the weather? The clock over here says it's 72 degrees outside, and I have a friend who is a host on Doc Rock and is a Grove FM sister show. Janet Rose always says 72 and sunny in Janet Land. So
yes.
So today we're honoring the weather with you today, Janet.
Perfect.
So March 27th, we have the Lead On Summit. That's going to be a great event with some great speakers and me. So that's Thursday, March 27th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn. The presenting sponsor is Minnie's Travel Boutique. It's a great company. If you're going to Disney, it can be complicated, right, Woody, to book your own things and your own.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Fast passes, dining reservations, all that stuff. They handle all of that for you.
There's so many things to consider now. If you want to maximize your money you're spending there, you need to talk to.
Yes, so much has changed, and that's coming from a Disney expert over there, Woody. He
100%
stuff. But yeah, their services are all complimentary. You don't pay them anything. It doesn't cost any extra to book through them. In fact, they'll probably find you some savings. And they are, I forget the word, but they are a Destination Disney special advisor or something. They've got something.
That sounds good.
Kristen was just recognized by Disney in part of one of their commercials, and she got to talk about her love of Disney and Walt Disney especially, and it is a cool video to see. So go to their Facebook page for Minnie's Travel Boutique to check that out as well. So it's presented by them, but we've got a couple speakers. We've got Rob Wheeler, the CMO of Mission Clarity. He's got Joyful Marketing in a Fearful World, and the subtitle on that, Navigating Change as a Small to Mid-Sized Business. And that's going to be a great topic there. We've got Heather. Oh, Heather's talking. She's the executive director of the CVABC, apparently. She's building authentic relationships and the power of networking is what she's talking on. So my director of business development and I are talking on behalf of Visiting Angels about culture. And I'm kind of working on a name. I'm going to throw this out there and see if it sounds good. Cancel your culture and build your brand.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Isn't that good?
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I made it up this morning. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, that was good for early morning.
It was. And we've also got Brian Eckert. He's going to be talking. Ben Crosswhite from Crosswhite Fitness. He's going to be talking. And the Lead On is one of my favorite events of the year. I always learn a lot. It is a full day. It's great because I get to unplug from the office for a little bit and kind of just take what I call professional development and learn from other business owners. And I learned quite a bit last year. And Brandon Brown presented last year, I believe. And he said a few things that stuck with me. And hearing his story, and he actually wrote a book on his story, which is also really good. But hearing his story and how they started with, pretty much nothing and has built up to, I think he's got something like 70 employees or something. Like it's
pretty impressive.
He's built it up pretty well, and kind of telling the story of how it built from the ground up. So even just hearing that story was inspirational, as we also started from literally nothing and into a new environment. Into a new industry that we didn't really know much about, healthcare. We just knew that we wanted to love on people, and we found a great way to do that. So
it'll be a great day.
It will. It's going to be a great day.
I had a lot of fun last year.
And nice. The Hilton Garden Inn, they always do a great job. I'm not just saying that because Jennifer's here. I was sharing with Jennifer before we went on the air that my wife and I actually started our honeymoon at Hilton Garden Inn because we were flying out of Lynchburg and we wanted somewhere close. And it was a fantastic stay. So that was before Jennifer's time. It has done nothing but improve since then.
Well, thank you so very much. We're really excited to host this event.
Yes, I think it's going to be really good. Yeah. And then March 28th, the very next day from 8 to 10, again, that's floating. So if you can't get there at 8 a.m., that's okay. It's a great way to network at the Coffee Talks. And it's going to be at ITG, which is Integrated Technology Group in Madison Heights. And that's usually a pretty big event. We usually get quite a few attendees for that as well. So it's a great event. It's one of my favorite things about the CVABC is the coffee talks and different events where we get to kind of meet. And, a lot of times we meet and we talk about business, right? We talk about our business and we do our little elevator speech and things like that. But we also get to know people. And I think that's really important. So, and I'm going to say this while Jennifer's here, building a friendship with you, Jennifer, has been great. And your support through my dad's illness and things like that, and being able to support you through a similar incident. And it's great to have that support that goes beyond business and marketing, right?
Oh, I agree 100%. I think back to when I first moved here, it was about 7 years ago. And one of my very first events that I attended was the CVABC luncheon at the time, and it was when we rebranded
Yeah.
from Retail Merchants to CVABC.
Right.
And those were some of the very first people that I met in town. And I would say that my first business associates and my first friends in Lynchburg came through this organization.
Yeah.
And we are fortunate to have, receive business from fellow members and to be able to give business to fellow members. But like you said, that relationship often runs a little bit deeper, and it's nice to have that community feel.
Right.
And it's a good support network for a variety of reasons.
It is, and it's great because I know that a lot of CVABC members have used Hilton Garden Inn and Homewood Suites for their conference room space and events and things like that. And it seems like everybody seems to enjoy being able to have that relationship with you. And it can be intimidating when you're a small business and you need to do an event and you need to have an event space, whether it's for just a corporate meeting or even having visitors come from outside of Lynchburg and host those things. It can be intimidating to go like, where do I hold this? What do I know? And it's great to know that like they have a contact person they can reach out to, and you're going to help find a solution for their needs. And if you can't, you know enough people to where you can be like, I don't think we're the right fit for this either, whether, it might be out of your budget, because small businesses, a lot of times we're working with limited funds for events and things like that. And, for you to say, I don't know if we would be a great space, but I know that this space over here would be good for you, and being able to refer to your, not competitors, co-opetition.
Co-opetition.
Right.
I like that.
Because there's a lot of hotels in Lynchburg.
There are.
And there's a lot of nice hotels in Lynchburg, but there are different qualities about each one that makes them unique for each need.
Yes, I agree. And I've been in this business for a long time. It's really all I know. I have done this forever. And I think that Lynchburg is very fortunate to have a lot of nice properties and a lot of nice sort of event spaces that are not in a hotel.
Right.
We're very fortunate, a lot of neat things. But I believe that we offer a really full service experience at a very reasonable price. And I always like to remind our members of CVABC, we do offer you a discount.
Right.
So if you call or email to book something and identify yourself as a member, I am always happy to offer a discount on the room rental and the audiovisual, because we appreciate your business and appreciate that relationship that we've built within the organization. So I always want to make it an extra asset. As being a member of the organization, you can get something beyond just what CVABC offers. But because you're a member of that, you'll see that on your final bill. And we have a lot of great space. The Homewood has got over 1,000 square feet of meeting space, and the Hilton Garden Inn has over 3,000 square feet of meeting space. And I don't think people realize that.
Right.
It's not very many people. When you live in a town, not very many people stay in a hotel in their own town.
Right.
And so they drive by, they kind of know where it is. And I'm like, I think you need to come in and see what we have to offer. We have beautiful hotel rooms, and they can certainly be an asset to a local person when you have family that comes, and perhaps you don't need or want them to stay with you. We will be happy to accommodate them. I've got some folks that have stayed with me that have had power outages, or, the sewer backed up, or they're doing work on their house and they need a place to stay. So I've got two great options for that. Sometimes it's just a staycation. That's another option. But then on the flip side, with all of the meeting and event space, those are baby showers and bridal showers and birthday parties and graduation and professional meetings. And there's just a little bit of everything. I always laugh. I say we take people from birth to death.
There you go.
We do.
Yeah.
I can cover all of those needs.
Yeah. And it's great to have. And of course, so I always run into this. So people are like, they'll, come and I'm a big supporter of local business. If I can get it locally, I'd rather do that than use, like a national company, things like that. And a lot of people, my definition of local has changed since running Visiting Angels. So yes, it's a national brand. We're even worldwide,
right?
But each office is independently owned and operated. So it is like a local business. It just has like a national presence and a national support that is fantastic. And it's the same thing with the hotels. It's not just Hilton doesn't own all of the hotels, including the Hilton Garden Inn. It's just kind of like a franchise, right? Like kind of the same. I'm not really sure. So I'm phrasing that as a question.
Sure. So we, both of my properties are franchised. I actually work for Paragon Hotel Company.
Yep.
They're located in Anderson, South Carolina. We own currently 22 hotels that are open and operating, and there's a couple more coming on board very soon. And we are the only 2 properties in Virginia that they have. And each property really represents the local community because we employ all local people,
right?
Because they are a smaller franchise like your business. Yes, we have the Hilton brand and we have Hilton standards and we have Hilton amenities, but it's the heart of the community and the heart of the people that work there that make the difference. And I love my job. I love the company I work for. I love the brands that I represent. I am definitely a Hilton girl. And I think we have really great people that care very, very much about what they do and being hospitable. You know, they want to welcome you into our hotel, into our building. And I take it very seriously, maybe sometimes too seriously. I don't know. But I think of it really as I am playing a role in something that's very significant.
Right.
So you may be coming to the hotel for a business meeting that could have a huge impact on your job. If you're the presenter or the person hosting that, you know, your job could be on the line for that. If it's for a celebratory reason, it might be a one-time situation and you want to make sure that that's the very best experience.
Right.
You may be coming to town for a funeral and you just need a quiet, comfortable place to stay where people are just going to be kind to you. There are a lot of reasons that people come and stay with us and use our facilities. And I think all of those are really important. I might not be saving your life, but I think I'm making your life a little bit better when you come there.
I like that. Yeah. And of course, one of the things I like is I love my Hilton points. So being able to utilize that and you know, it also makes it nice when you can. So I travel for work once or twice a year, and of course I get points for that. And
points are very important.
Then being able to use those points to, you know, after Christmas, my wife and I started a new tradition. We went to Hotel Roanoke for the evening, and managed to use points to cover the cost of that. So that was it made it a nice little freebie of all my traveling away during the year.
And a lot of people don't realize, so in addition to your Hilton Honors points that you earn by staying in the hotel, they also have a program, Event Planner Points. So if you book a meeting or an event with us, you can earn planner points, which will go into your bank of points.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, you get 2 points per dollar that you spend on your meeting space and catering. And that will rack up very, very quickly. So if you have an event and it's of some substance, you will receive a nice little pile of points.
So Visiting Angels has, there's 17 Visiting Angels office in the state of Virginia. I think that's right. Mm-hmm. Might be 16, but, and they have, every once in a while we have in-person state meetings where all the offices come together and we meet. And they always joke and laugh at me because everybody else will travel in the morning of the meeting and then travel home that afternoon. I always stay the night before because Lynchburg is an oddity. It's 2 weeks from everywhere. So, it's 4 hours of driving no matter where we go in the state, right? Yes. Unless we're going to like Roanoke.
Yes.
So, and because we don't have a big interstate, like it's slower travel. So it takes more time. And so they always pick at me. So I kept telling them last time, like, oh, we're going to host this in Lynchburg so everybody can see exactly how long I have to travel. Every time we do this.
That's a great idea.
So we should do that and do it at the Hilton Garden Inn. That would be great.
No, I mean, we can accommodate up to 200 people.
Well, it's not 200 people, but it's a pretty good size. So
we would love to have it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So we'll have to work on that. I have to see if I can summon up the courage to be like, hey, let's have it here. So
I think you should. And you know what? I can help you plan it on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That for sure.
So, all right. So there's 2 questions I ask every guest, and even though you're a co-host today, I'm going to ask you these questions. Right?
Okay.
These are real. These questions shouldn't stump you too much.
Let's hope not.
So, how long have your hotels been part of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
So my Homewood Suites has been a part of the organization since we opened, which was in the latter part of the year of 2019. So day one. The Hilton Garden Inn was in place before, and we have been members beyond my time here. So that was a relationship that was in place. I have to be honest, I don't know the exact year that
we'll say like 20 years. Let's just go
with that. They were members of the Retail Merchants Association.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have been with the CVABC the entire time. It was very interesting because when I moved here and met with my predecessor, Andrew, for the first time, he still works in the community and we have a lot of contact every day, or every week, I should say. One of the first things he told me was, Jennifer, make sure that you continue your relationship with, at the time, Retail Merchants Association,
right?
Because that is some of the best networking that you're going to get in town, and those relationships are phenomenal. And there's nowhere you're going to get access to all of that for that great of a price,
right?
And so I, of course, went and deciphered all the billing and all that kind of stuff, and found it to be very, very true, and have reaped immense benefit from the organization, far beyond what we pay. And we're sponsors, so it goes even beyond the sponsorship.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Fantastic. What do you think is the greatest benefit of being part of the Central Virginia Business Coalition?
Oh, I think it's hard to pick just one thing. There is one of them is there is an extraordinary partnership among the members. And I think everybody is very intentional about trying to do business with other members. And I really appreciate that. I think that that is a huge part of being involved in any type of organization like that. The other piece of that is what you get for the amount of money that you pay. So
right.
The continuing education, the opportunity for conferences, the advertising, the marketing, that type of stuff from a sponsorship level, it can't be beat. I mean, there's no better deal in town that I've been able to find.
Right. Yeah. And it's fantastic. And even, the CVABC has a lot of things that a lot of organizations don't even offer. So like the podcast, for one, right?
Yes.
Which is one of my favorite things, just because, I'm the co-host. I come here every week and enjoy my time. And so you've got that. You've got the coffee talks. You've got the business after hours, which I can't wait to go to those. I'm going to have to get Woody to pick me up and take me. Mm-hmm. And, plus the Lead On Summit, everybody on my team loves the Empower.
That's my
women's
favorite.
Conference. Yeah.
I love that event.
And I love the awards dinner every year. Visiting Angels is actually the sponsor of that. Jack Dean partnered with us this year to bring a magician that was really cool.
Yes,
and
I was so sad to miss that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So
I hated that. That's what college tours will do for you.
Yes. And if you see Butch Jefferson after that event, just ask him what his favorite book is from that event.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave that out there. I'm not going to say anything else about it.
Okay.
But he's probably got 50 shades of something he likes. So, yeah, it was quite funny. He may have gotten picked on a little bit during that, but he's a good sport. So,
he is a good sport.
Yeah, but it's and let's talk about Butch for a second.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to call him out. So I've met a lot of people through the CVABC, and Butch is one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And the support that we get beyond business. Right. So Butch and I have talked quite a few times at Coffee Talk and things like that, and always happy to see everybody. Right. And very supportive and like, how is this going in your life? How's that going? And being able to encourage him as well. Like, that is the sort of the thing that doesn't really get brought up a lot, like the networking, the connections with people and things like that. But the support that you get outside of just business.
Oh, absolutely.
Is fantastic. So,
and he is a wonderful person, and we've done business together. He has also sent other business my way.
Right.
And then, there is that personal connection of, we talk a lot about kids and what's going on in life and things like that. And so it sort of makes it a full service experience.
It does.
Yes.
And Jennifer and I are actually honored to be able to serve back to the CVABC as well. We're both on the board of directors, and that is an adventure, isn't it?
That is an adventure. I was very honored to be asked to be on the board, and didn't hesitate at all to say, absolutely, I would love to participate. And we're very fortunate to be on there with a good variety of business owners and leaders in the community. and varied levels of experience. And so I've really enjoyed that process. I've enjoyed meeting some new people, but also garnering from their wisdom and their experience.
And the different viewpoints,
really cool.
Because it's all sorts of different business. So the board members are made up of all sorts of different businesses. So you've got like Danny Givens from Givens Books, and he brings a unique toy background.
Yes.
Because he's the toy maker.
Yes.
So you got that. You've got, Mark Schul from Schul's Furniture. You've got, oh my gosh, I am blanking. Abe Loper from Loper Financial, who is
financial on there.
Yeah. And
you have an attorney.
Yeah, I got Cam Warren.
And
Brad Wheeler.
Yes.
So, and
insurance.
Yep. And
Brad sees insurance.
Dave, my brain is completely flaking out right now just because I didn't plan this ahead of time.
I know. Well,
we've got David. My gosh. We have David. David, I hope you're not listening because this is embarrassing. David from Oppelman.
Yes.
What is his last name? Summers. His name is David Summers. So it's quite a mix of people in the room, and we all work well together. I love that we all respect each other's opinions, even though we have many varied opinions in the room.
Yes.
It's very interesting. Heather just texted me David Summers, so just in case I couldn't come up with.
She's trying to help you out.
She is trying to help. So yeah. So, but yeah, it's a great group of people.
Co-host as she does,
and I love that it's like all local businesses being represented and giving back time as well.
Yes.
And being able to support things like Centerfest and
all of these events.
all these events. Summer, Lead on Summit.
Sponsorship
Empower
breakfast, Empower Women. I mean, they're all fabulous events. And I think everybody's really dedicated to growing and developing the business community in Lynchburg and the surrounding area, because it's not just Lynchburg. And I think that's important for people to remember. It is the Central Virginia Business Coalition.
Yeah. So, and like we have events in Alta Vista, Appomattox, Bedford, even Roanoke.
Yes.
And, the impact of this small organization, right? It's a pretty small organization as far as staff wise and things like that. You've got Megan, who's fantastic, and Heather, who partners well with Megan. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Be in trouble.
So no, you've got Heather and Megan, who are both fully invested, and Autumn, who are fully invested in supporting local businesses, and I love it. So it's and Heather really practices what she preaches too, because I said something one time about like, oh, we need this, like, let's just call this person. She's like, well, that's not a local company. She's like, I'd rather use local, and it's sometimes you have to go to the big box stores and things like that to get certain things, but she is all in on supporting local. And I think she's very passionate about that and very focused on making sure that she supports local business, not just in what her job is, but also in everyday shopping and living and everything else. So.
Absolutely. No, they make a fabulous team. And I'm pretty sure that between the three of them, they know every single person in Lynchburg,
right,
all the surrounding counties. I'm fascinated.
Yes.
You can't mention a name in front of them and they don't know who it is.
Right. And they're like, oh yeah, this is owned by that person. It's like, how do you know that?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's great. Like, so let's talk about the podcast for a second too. So we're coming up on what, Woody, 200 episodes?
200.
Just about?
We're right at like 190 something.
Yeah. So that's 2 guests per show. Sometimes it's just one. Sometimes we don't have any guests, and Heather and I just talk. And those have been some interesting episodes. We've talked about goal setting in the past. I think my favorite episode was last year, our very first episode of the year. We talked about goals and things like that. And it made me really look at like not just what our goals were, because we've had a goal since we opened, like in my mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, what are you doing to achieve those goals? Well, I started putting those things in place. And last year we hit a very big goal for Visiting Angels. Because of that episode, it kind of sparked me like, well, how are we going to do this? Right? We can't just keep doing the same thing and just expect the goals to happen. Right. So, but if you think about like, let's just for easy math, say 200 episodes, 2 guests per, let's say that's at least 300 businesses, because we have repeat guests and things like that.
Right. So
probably 300 businesses that have been able to come on and talk about not just what they do each day, what they offer the community, but how they started, the struggles that they've overcome, and, the victories that they've celebrated, and the importance of local business and how it drives our economy, right? So it's an interesting thing to know that, like, and it's a point of pride for me that I've been able to be a part of being able to talk to those businesses and let them get the word out about what they do.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure. And this is a really neat experience. I think anytime that you have the opportunity to speak about what you do and the business that you work for, that you own, on a platform like this, that's pretty incredible.
It is.
It's a wonderful opportunity for anybody that's a member. Um, and I don't know, I think it's really neat. Sometimes once you start talking about what you do and how you do it,
Yeah.
there are interesting things that come out about it. I have, again, done my job for a very long time. And so it's funny that people don't understand what I do. They're like, so you work for a hotel? What do you do? And do you work at the front desk? I'm like, no, I actually don't. I'm probably not going to be your best front desk agent. I have been in the sales and event side of it the entire time, and I absolutely love it. I love planning. I love the details. I love helping people come up with a solution for something that they think isn't possible. I had a most incredible meeting with somebody the other day, just a wonderful individual in the community. And we are talking about a possible opportunity that she wants to explore. But, cost is a huge obstacle for her. And we're members of this organization together. And I told her, I said, this is a really big deal for you, and I want to help you make this happen. And I will partner with you and help you find a way to make this affordable so that you can fulfill your dream, fulfill the ambition. But I think we can also make this really successful. And maybe the first time or the second time aren't the banner year or the banner experience. You have to start somewhere, and you have to have somebody willing to take a chance on that. And that's what I love about my job. Like, I get the opportunity to do that. I can help people do things that maybe they thought were just out of their reach.
Right.
And I like to make the unattainable attainable. I'm not going to be the bargain basement, cheapest, best thing that you're always going to get every single time, but I will give you the very best that I have all of the time.
Right.
And I will give you a great experience in a hotel world. And I've got a lot of years of experience. I mean, you might as well tap into the 25, 30 years that I've been doing this, because that's free wisdom.
Right. And there's always that old adage of, you don't pay people necessarily for just the skills they have, but the experience too, because
absolutely,
it's that can go a long way. And a lot of times that guidance and helping people prevent pitfalls is worth 3, 4, 5 times the price that they'll pay to work with you and have your space.
Exactly. And I came from a background that was event space wise was much larger. I've worked for a couple larger hotels and a big resort. And so, I was used to doing weddings for 600 or 700 people, and conferences, that were many days and hundreds of people. And so the space I work with is a little bit smaller, but the experience that I have and the things that I saw that were successful and the things that were pitfalls, as you might call them, they translate regardless of the size of the event. I don't care if it's a meeting for 15 or 30 people or if it's an event for 300 people. There's just certain things that go well, and there are certain things that don't. And that's what I like to bring to the table. I like to share that experience with people and help them have a successful whatever event, party, you name it.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So, I can't wait for Woody to come to Coffee Talk and experience all of those things.
Yes.
Woody's just over there shaking his head.
My crew loves going. They've had a wonderful.
They do. They enjoy it.
They have
and
a great time.
They
Are
always.
you not a morning person, Woody?
No, it's just usually schedules don't align, but I know they're wonderful events, and hopefully one day soon I will make my way out there.
Maybe we should just have a coffee talk here.
Oh, I'm not against the idea.
Oh, that's actually a great
I
idea.
think we should do a coffee talk here.
Yeah, we'll figure it
and
out.
We could whoop it all up in here.
There you go. We have the warehouse. We have the studio over there. Yeah.
This is the
actually, that would be great, Woody.
Yeah.
It's a very cool space.
So,
we make that happen.
Next Wednesday, everybody just show up.
Well, wait a minute.
This is an open invitation to everyone.
Well, oh God, I'm gonna have a line of people outside upset on Wednesday.
I mean, I think we could just make it happen. We could have like a lunchtime event.
Yeah, Bigfoot roam around the room.
Yeah,
take some pictures.
So
we can make that happen.
Yeah. So, let's see, what else have we got?
Just so we're clear, everybody, don't show up Wednesday morning.
Yeah, don't show up Wednesday morning. That was a joke.
Expecting coffee, and I have nothing for y'all.
Yes.
Let me know. I'll have donuts. Y'all just give me a heads up. I'll make everybody happy, but just not next Wednesday. Don't do that to me.
We won't do that.
No, definitely not. So, let's see here. Trying to think. I thought we had another event coming up, and I don't remember.
We do have the home show.
The home show is coming up. That's right.
Yes, in April.
And that's going to be at River Ridge Mall, and that's going to be a fantastic event. I know we had Philip Pantana on last week, and he was talking. So he was talking about they have a new solar roof shingle. I'm excited to see that because it's an interesting concept. You don't have to put a roof on and then the solar, it's all built into one.
That is cool.
So I can't wait to go see that. And then there's going to be a lot of presentations and things that day as well. It's going to be the Saturday and Sunday at River Ridge Mall. There's going to be outside April 5th and 6th. It's going to be inside and outside. So you're going to have some outside vendors. I'm sure there'll be some big equipment and things there, as well as I know there's house washing coming and roofing, electrical, plumbing,
a little bit of everything.
HVAC.
And I think it's really important to remind everyone that this is the event for all of our contractors.
Yes.
This is where all of our contractors get their opportunity to shine. So if you're a member, it doesn't matter if you're a member of the organization or not, but specifically if you are, this is your chance. This event is all about you. So we want the heating, the air, the plumbing, the roofing, the siding, the pressure washing, the landscapers. It goes on and on and on. Definitely reach out to the CVABC office so that you can get registered with the booth. And it's going to be a really exciting 2 days. And I'm hoping this nice weather continues so that we can reap the benefit of all of that.
Yes. So we've got the home show coming up, the 5th and 6th. That's going to be fantastic. There is no cost to the public to come to that. If you want to have a booth or be a sponsor of that event, please reach out at heather@cvabc.org, and you can get more information on that. We also have in April, I know the putt-putt tournament is coming up. That's one of my favorite things. So we've got a lot of our employees have children that are, love putt-putt. So we're going to have a few more teams this year. Typically, we just did it. It was my mom and I went, and I think last year Dad came along and wanted to watch but didn't want to play. So I think he was afraid we would beat him too bad. So, and then we've got also in March, the March Mania membership drive. So you can, to join the CVABC, this is a great time to join. For a nonprofit, it's $99. The premium membership is $150, which is just like for regular for-profit businesses. And then that's discounted, I think $50. And the premium with marketing is $250, which I think is discounted $100. So that's
pretty awesome.
That's some great discounts there. So week 1, there are also prizes that you can be entered into drawings to win, right? So I didn't know this. We may join just because
I may quit and rejoin.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
We'll
see if that works. I'm sure I'm getting a text message is going to pop up in just a second. No, you can't.
I mean, week 2, that's a pretty good prize.
We're on the board. I think we could just vote that in.
I'm telling you.
I think so.
Yeah.
Don't we have
Week
some kind
4?
of power?
We just need a majority, right? All right. So
Prizes.
Week 1, you get a free ticket to the Lead On Summit. That's a $75 value, right?
The world famous Hilton Garden Inn.
That's the world famous Hilton Garden Inn. Week 2, you can win 2 weeks of digital billboard ads.
Ooh.
That's a great deal.
That's really nice.
Right. And you get billboards with your membership as well when you join. So that's a great thing. And let me tell you, there is nothing better. I remember when we did our first billboard, right? We're a national company, right? So I see TV commercials for Visiting Angels, things like that, because we have a national presence. But being locally owned and operated, like budgeting for things like that, because Visiting Angels doesn't pay for all our marketing here, right? We're responsible for that. We are independent.
Same.
And so when we got our first free billboard and it went up, let me tell you, I went and stalked that billboard, stood on the side of the road, waited, and got a picture of it. I was so proud of it. And it was exciting to see, even though I've seen billboards in other cities and things for Visiting Angels, like to see and know, like, I'm the one that got that up there. Like that was really cool.
And billboard.
And for a small business, I know, like Val's by Vanessa, when I remember her post when she got her first billboard up. I can't talk today.
That's okay.
It was exciting stuff. So that's a great benefit. And to get 2 weeks of that, and to see it cycling through and things like that is fantastic.
Mhm.
Week 3, you get a free second year of membership. That is a great prize.
Wow.
Wow, I'm gonna figure out how to.
Quitting
Yeah,
and rejoining.
yeah, for sure. And so a second year membership. So that's what that's a $200 value at regular price. So that's almost like buy one get one free there. Buy one get one plus $50 free.
Yes.
So I'm not good enough at math to figure out the percentage there, but that's okay.
You've got the wrong girl for that.
There,
You
yeah,
have to bring
yeah.
the daughter in.
So, and then week 4, you can win a free month of your commercial being on Talk Local to Me Radio. So
now, see, that's
for the
gift
podcast,
that keeps on
that
giving. Right?
it is, because
That's-
if you sponsor the podcast, even if you didn't win, you're like, I would love to have a commercial on there, read by the host, or you can pay extra and maybe even get Woody himself to do it.
I'll do it.
But or even come and record it yourself as an option.
I'll get
as well.
Bigfoot to read it too.
I want to. The next commercial we do, I want to record it in the Bigfoot costume.
Absolutely.
But you can have that on there, and not only does it play during the live podcast, like so if you're listening live now and you heard the commercial, you heard it then. But if you go back and listen to the episode, it's still there. It's there forever, right? So
baked in.
Yeah. So when we first started running commercials, Visiting Angels, we were the first ones to kind of step up and do that. It's a great commercial. It's got a nice jingle. Woody likes to sing along to it.
I do.
And so it was great because it was, I had people come, they're like, I heard your commercial. And I'm like, really? Like, I didn't know you listened to our show. They didn't know I was the host, but they heard the commercial, right? So something was working.
Something was, yes.
And but it's a great way to get your business out there as well. Especially it's budget friendly, right?
Yes.
It's not very expensive at all. I think it's Woody, do you remember the cost on that? I think I know, but I'm afraid to say it.
$100?
I think it's $100 a month.
Yeah.
So
it's not. I mean, it's
and
so
you can
so cheap that I could not calculate in my head.
And you can do just 1 month. So you could even just try it for 1 month and see if it works for you. You always want to get good ROI on your marketing, return on investment there. So it's a great way to, for $100, you can do an experiment and see if it's good. And, you've also got that commercial, that you could use out there. So that's great. So you can join online. If you're listening to this and you're like, well, I don't know Heather, I don't know how to get in touch with her, you can just go to CVABC.org, and I believe the form on there has what the shows the discount and also shows the prizes that you can get as well. And that's nice and easy to do. It's CVABC.org, and that's my favorite thing to say ever. And so if you refer someone to the CVABC, now here's our in. Here's our in, Jennifer.
Oh, okay.
So if you're an existing member and you refer another member and they mention you when they sign up, you will also be entered in for the prize. Now we have a way in. So we're just going to have to see how many members we can refer. So if you're listening to this and you want to join the CVABC, list Jennifer and I both and say, I heard it on the podcast from Jennifer and Mike, and I would like to make sure they get credit for that referral.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Heather's probably sending you a lot of nasty messages.
She's not.
No.
Because I have this microphone and she does not.
Oh.
So.
It is the power of the mic.
And, Heather and I are about the same age. As we grow older, we tend to forget things. So she won't remember anything that she wants to defend herself against next week, right?
Okay.
Notice I said we both are.
Both.
That's not a slam on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely way older than both of you. So
yeah, I will say that I didn't I'm sitting in her chair today so that Jennifer and I could see each other clearly. And I don't know what it is with the chair. It feels like it's like pumped up higher because she's shorter, so she can reach the microphone. I'm not really sure. So
maybe so. You're doing a good job filling her shoes.
I do. If we do have any rug specialists out there and they know how to remove a rug, we do have a rug that we would like removed from the podcast studio that gets in the way of the chairs. So. I noticed Woody's being quiet over there.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, I will have to admit, that was user error on my part.
It was. And
I should have moved that rug before we had 3 people bring in that heavy octagon
I think we could move this table with.
Oh my gosh.
I think we can.
Oh,
I'll videotape.
Yeah.
I might just have to cut the rug up. I'll just cut the edges off.
So I know we have cop talk right before us, so maybe we need to have like EMT talk. So schedule that after this, so that we can plan to do that then. So we'll already have EMTs on site to fix this back up after we hurt ourselves.
Yes.
So maybe a chiropractor sponsor or something.
Yes. Chiropractor.
Dr. Jeremy Storms. We need him coming in here.
A pharmacist for some painkillers. Yes. All the above.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I did just get a message from Heather, and she said, I remember everything. So next time we go to her for something and she's like, oh, I forgot about that, be like, I thought you remember everything.
Yes.
See, she thought that was going to be good for her, but
Not so
just
much.
giving us ammo.
Not so much. We'll find a way to work our angle.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes.
No
So
problem.
another great benefit of this, it's just turned into a CVABC fest today. So another great benefit of being a member of the CVABC is when you open your business or when you want to celebrate a milestone like we did, we did our ribbon cutting. I waited 7 years to have a ribbon cutting. We moved our office. And so that was actually our first ribbon cutting because when we first opened, I wasn't connected with the CVABC, didn't know, like, wanted to do a ribbon cutting, but how do you do that? Right. So starting a new business, you can have a ribbon cutting, or if you've just celebrating a milestone and want to have a ribbon cutting.
We did that when we finished our renovation for the Hilton Garden Inn.
Oh, yeah.
We had a ribbon cutting to celebrate all of that work that had been done.
Yeah.
And then when the Homewood opened, we also did a ribbon cutting. So,
well, I will say this. I'm going to say this about Abe Loper today. He did his ribbon cutting he had a new location open in Smith Mountain Lake. A beautiful location in a former bank out there. The food at his ribbon cutting was the best food I've ever had at a ribbon cutting. I felt like I was doing 5-star dining. Like, it was fantastic. And he has some little secrets that he utilized for that. Some family members and things that made some things. It was excellent. So best ribbon cutting food ever. If we were to give a prize for that, he would definitely win. So, and so Samantha Simmons from SNS Business.
yes, she's got her ribbon cutting.
See, now I'm messed up because Heather always says it wrong, and I think I almost said it wrong. So SNS Services, they have their ribbon cutting today. Actually, it starts at 1 and goes, I think, until 4. I'm not really sure, but I'm headed there next. But they are celebrating today, opening in with Abe using one of his office spaces. And so when you have when you open a new location or you have a milestone or something, it's a great way to get people out and celebrate all the work that you put in. Now I'm just getting crying emojis because she's laughing. So, but yeah, the CVABC, it's a great way to promote your business and do those ribbon cuttings as well. And it's kind of cool to see how businesses grow and get their name out there. And we've had some unusual businesses join the CVABC, like the
oh yes,
I'm forgetting the name of it. I know it's Heather. What is it? It's the pink flamingo in Forest, where it's like a kids cafe and the parents can go and get coffee.
It's a
and
neat
then
little spot.
It is.
It's
it is
very cool.
Very cool. So we had her on the owner of that on the podcast. Fascinating story, like great mission, and just a fantastic thing, right? So, and then you've got things like Visiting Angels. The train is especially loud today.
It's very loud.
It must be celebrating with us. So yeah, the Pink Flamingo Play Cafe. That's it. So,
that's a cool place.
It is a cool place. I went to go play and they told me I was too tall. So it was the first time in my life I've ever been told that.
See if she can do see if she can make an adult version.
She should do a business after hours and let us all play.
Let us all just live our best
We'll
life.
put Woody in the jail.
I'll do it.
So that'd be a great one to see. We keep talking to Woody about coming to these events, and he's people shy, I think. So
well, now if you lock me up in a jail
but now
keep me away from everybody,
or even better, force people to come to you.
I mean, that might actually work.
Let's talk about the importance of branding. I think if you showed up to a coffee talk in a Bigfoot suit, and nobody would really know it was you, but everybody would know it was you.
Yeah,
like talk about good branding. That would be great. It would also make great content for like TikToks and stuff. So
that's the funny thing here. You never know when you'll see Bigfoot show up in Bedford. We have been known to pop in and have Bigfoot with us,
or when somebody is going to scare you and get it on camera. And put it on TikTok.
We won't talk about that.
Media Squatch on TikTok. Look it up. Everybody go and comment. Woody come to Coffee Talk on the scare cam videos. And I'm gonna start a campaign right here, right now. Hashtag get Woody there. Like let's get Woody to a Coffee Talk or a business after hours. I want to see Woody out there networking.
Coffee Talk. Yeah, that'd probably be better.
So
I do like coffee.
We do. So anyway, Media Squatch, also a unique place. Like I've never seen anything like this. So you've got he does podcasts here. They do TikTok for businesses. We talked last week with Philip Pintana about his TikTok and all the Riz and the Bet and Slay and all these. I had to Google most of the stuff to figure out what it was, but it's hilarious to watch him try to say those with a straight face on the TikTok. I think there was one behind the scenes too where he was kind of messing up a little bit. That was great. And then of course you've got some of the things you've done with Brown's Heating and Air with the Sasquatch and the thermostat bolted to a tree. It's
Thank you.
Yeah, they bring a lot of creativity to their marketing strategies and things like that. So
Thank you.
And
And I didn't know all the stuff that you all did, like until just recently.
They do.
Oh,
After
thank
my
you.
First visit here, I was a little intimidated. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do?
Well, it's funny
Right.
because it's, being a marketing
like a cozy
agency.
home.
Yeah, marketing has evolved over the last few years, and so have we. So
and their bathroom here has the only 5-star rating on Google for a bathroom.
got stellar reviews. I take
So-
pride in a clean
Oh, I
bathroom.
need
That's
to
why
go
I
to
like
the
going to
bathroom.
Buc-ee's so much.
Yeah. So they have signs all over the tables and things, to leave a review and things like that. Well, there was one on the wall in the bathroom. So I scanned the QR code and told Jamie here, I was like, you know what? I'm going to review
Yeah.
the bathroom because that's where the sign was. And so I gave it a 5-star review, took pictures, everything. So
5 stars is 5 stars. I'll take it.
Any way you
I'll
can.
take it.
that's right. So, they do a lot here. They do website design. They do commercials.
And I think that this is probably the coolest space I've been
Oh,
in.
Yeah.
thank you.
I love it here.
It's very
I
unique.
just kind of
That
want to
means a
hang
lot.
out with you like all day. And I happen to just look over.
Yeah.
And I also see you wear really cool socks.
He does.
I
What are
love
his socks
your
today?
socks.
Oh, thank you. What
It's
are
like a theater face.
they? Are Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare.
You know the little kids in it.
Oh, my daughter would be so
Yep.
upset with me for not knowing that.
Right.
I don't think I own a solid color socks anymore. I don't think I even own any. So that's funny.
Oh, those are fun.
Oh,
I
thank
like
you.
Those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's talented and stylish.
Well,
You're being too kind.
The whole
do I have to
package.
pick one or do I get to give them a percentage?
Yeah,
Oh, now.
you divvy it up.
I'm just trying to figure this out. So they do have some cool merch in their lobby and things like that. So they've got the little Sasquatch. What's the Sasquatch's name? Benny. That's
Benny
right.
the Bigfoot. He's got a new book coming out soon.
Oh, does he?
He does.
I can't wait for the Talk Local to Me book.
Benny the Bigfoot and the Whispering Woods Lodge.
Are you into cryptids?
I am Mothman.
So
Well,
I
I don't have I thought I had my Mothman shirt on.
I'm going to share this little nugget. I am from West Virginia. That is my home. And so we are the land of many cryptids.
You are.
My daughter is obsessed with them and loves Mothman.
Yep.
But interestingly enough, the Flatwoods Monster, I don't know
Yes.
if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
When the Flatwoods Monster was discovered, that was on my family's property.
Come on now.
I'm dead serious.
What?
Yes, that's my claim to fame.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah,
Celebrity status.
celebrity status.
Especially in
for
this place.
cryptids.
Like this is cryptid central right here.
Well, I could tell. I'm like, this is pretty cool. So I may have to bring my daughter over. one
Absolutely.
day.
We'll give her a tour.
Pretty much into
give her a
that
tour.
kind of stuff.
Very cool.
She loves
And
it.
they've also got, he originally started with the oh my gosh, my brain today.
talking about
Grove Street FM. in
Grover. Yep, Grover. He's the otter for Grove
So,
Street.
and I was gifted a Grover.
Yep.
I have not been given a Benny yet, but I was gifted a
What?
Grover.
You don't
And
have
so
a Benny?
I joked that Grover was my marketing assistant, and I took pictures of him everywhere I went and posted him to our Facebook
I will
page.
correct the Benny issue.
And
today.
so I need a Benny, and maybe we need to do you need to coordinate with like a charity or something, and somebody can donate money, and then they get Bennied.
Yes.
Like
They get Bennied.
get a picture outside their office, or have Woody show up in the Bigfoot suit like that. I'd pay good money to
We
have.
did that at Christmas. We all of our clients, most of our clients that we could make it to, we Bigfoot visited them and gave out presents.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the
We
most
had a
fun
nice
ever.
little Christmas bag for everybody, and we hand selected the gifts in the bag. I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah. I must have been out of the office.
we
that
were
day.
very well. It was we only had time to visit
I know.
our monthly marketing clients,
I know.
but they seemed to
Big
really
money.
love it, so it was wonderful.
That is really neat. And I think Benny looks pretty friendly. He's not very scary.
He's a good guy.
He's
Yeah,
not.
he
He's
looks like
not.
a good guy.
He's my spirit animal.
So
I love it. We have much to discuss.
we do.
Yes.
So, well, we started the show with a commercial,
Yes.
and we were talking about perimeter earlier. Let's show one of the things that Woody does. Let's show off a little bit and play an ad for perimeter before we give our final thoughts and head out.
One thing protects it all, your roof. And when you've got a new one, you're set for decades. I'm Andrew Lee. Our company, Perimeter Roofing and Exteriors, is trusted by homeowners and businesses for all roofing and exterior projects. Shingles, metal, slate, gutters, windows, siding, decks, and more. Perimeter Roofing and Exteriors is your go-to for all protection and efficiency. Get your free no-hassle inspection today. Call or text 434-515-2868. Perimeter Roofing and Exteriors, protecting from the top down.
See, what a great example. See, and Philip read that one. So like you can come in and do your own commercial. So, I mean, he didn't want me to have to do 40 cuts to get all that out. So he did it himself and he did a good job with it.
Yeah.
I love it. Everybody gets a chance to be their own star.
You're where everybody can be their own star. Woody, you gotta write that down. You gotta write it down.
I have to be honest, when we did this last one and I got the link afterwards, I sent it to like my coworkers and my boss and a couple of people. And I said, just when you have a minute, listen, I had a chance to promote the hotels. And so took people, a day or two. Some of them, we're obviously all busy.
Yeah.
I got some great feedback. And I'm like, I feel like a celebrity right now. So I feel like everybody should come on here and do this because you kind of feel fancy.
You do.
I mean,
you do.
And it's fancy
I like
feeling.
that, where Media Squatch, where everyone feels fancy.
Yeah, feeling fancy.
We got a lot of new
I will make sure
catchphrases for Media Squatch.
Making that shirt right now.
So yeah, and one of the things I love is like getting to know new business and things like that. And people will tell us all the time they come on and they're really nervous, and I'm like, just don't think about the millions of people listening live. And they get this like, they go pale, and I'm like, I'm just kidding. Like it's
only hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, it's only hundreds of thousands. It is quite a large group of people that listen live, though. You'd be surprised. And the monthly listeners that go back and listen after. It's really good. And people are always like, I'm so nervous. You guys make this look so easy. And I'm like, we have no idea what we're doing. We're just talking to each other, right? It's easy when you can, Heather and I talk every week. So it's, we've kind of gotten into a rhythm. If I run out of things to say, I just make fun of her, and then, it goes from there.
It just goes from there. I'm sure she appreciates that.
We kid because we care.
Kid because you care.
Right.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it's a great experience coming on the podcast. If you're interested in coming on the podcast, there is if you don't subscribe to the CVABC newsletter, I think you can sign up for that on cvabc.org or send heather@cvabc.org an email, and she can get you signed up on that. And there's actually a link in that newsletter that goes out every week where you can sign up.
Yes.
And,
I love my newsletter.
Yeah, it's
a wealth of information.
It is. And sometimes I get busy and I don't read them until 3 days after. And I'm like, oh, there was a thing I was going to go to yesterday. So it's always important to read those.
About that newsletter. Being in the tourism and hospitality business, I cannot stand to hear people say, there's nothing to do where I
oh my gosh,
zip it. I don't want to hear it. Zip your lip, potato chip.
Yeah.
I think that if everybody just reads the little newsletters, checks out what's going on. We have tons of great stuff going on in Lynchburg. We have a lot of great small businesses. We have a lot of great events and activities in the Central Virginia area. There is no reason to be bored if you live in this area. There is a ton of stuff to do. And in that newsletter, in addition to what's happening with the organization, members can post information in there about all the great stuff that they've got going on. That's how I find out about half of what's happening in this town is through that newsletter.
Right.
So I just say subscribe and read it.
Yep.
It would be worth your time.
It would be. That's great.
Yes.
So, Woody, any final thoughts?
Oh, I hear it's beautiful outside. As soon as we're finished in here, I think I'm going to stand outside and soak in the
walk around the parking lot.
soak in the sun a little bit.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I'm ready for the weather. So
maybe do a little train watching.
Maybe a little train watching. See if Bigfoot's out there.
There you go.
Squatching.
There you go.
Yep.
So, well, thank you for joining us today. As always, if you want more information about the CVABC or the wonderful businesses that are a part of it, you can go to cvabc.org. We hope you have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you next week.
Have a great day.